Now, if we were to discuss something about the dark night of the soul, it can be pretty depressing and anxiousness all around you. Wherever you go, the anxiousness goes with you. But there's always help. There's always something to do to improve the situation that you're in. And yes, maybe the dark night of the soul comes back after you enjoyed life for a while, but life isn't easy for anybody, I believe. And the liberation that Hindus talk about, moksha, Buddhists use the word nirvana. I really don't know what that means, but I believe it is achievable. I believe it is achievable to always be at peace. They call it supreme peace. And yeah, that is something to look for. But until then, I'm just gonna drink this Coca Cola, smoke some cigarettes, and maybe take some of these as well. But yeah, I believe in wise people, wise souls who have, in some way, in some form or another, achieved the goal of human life, which is enlightenment. There really is no other purpose for life than enlightenment. I believe so. There are many people who don't, but because if we come here millions and millions and years, it's a difficult question though to ask yourself if you have a permanent soul or not, or are there just patterns in nature which keep well, for example, Kurt Cobain and some people that I know are very similar people, and maybe there are patterns in nature which keeps occurring. I'm not sure if the occurring is the right word, but maybe you get the point. So after I die, maybe some kind of person who is like me will be born. But where I go when I die, I have no the faintest clue about that one. And if we change the subject for a while, Jiddu Krishnamurti was a philosopher who always talked about living in death and life at the same time, dying to each moment, dying to every moment. Yes, maybe not, but personally, I like continuities. I'm not exactly what it would be like to die to each moment because I look the same basically always. Maybe in 10 years ago I looked altogether different, but a good example of this is when I meet a person who I have known like 2 years or 10 years. She or he always seems basically like the same person. So maybe, and this is a strong maybe I should stop listening to Jiddu Krishnamurti's videos at all. Because sometimes we have to think for ourselves. And yes, I have tried meditations for years, but silencing the mind isn't at all easy. It's quite difficult. And I talked to my friend like half a years ago that I will try to meditate so long that my legs fall off. And this is a quote from Alan Watts's video where he said that Bodhidharma was supposed to be meditated so long that his legs fell off. I like to meditate, yes. I I strongly like to meditate, but it really doesn't give liberation. And as I pretty much said before, I really don't know what brings liberation. I have tried various of things. But yeah, maybe the speed life is the only life for me. Maybe I have ADHD. And yeah, I could go to ADHD examinations, but it requires like 3 months of not using any dope or any alcohol or anything. So it's a pretty difficult situation. But yeah, after all, maybe one day I'll get my liberation.